Okay. So to women thinking about getting an abortion, what would you say to them?
Okay.
As a pastor, Joseph, you.
Right. Okay. Number one, like, what is, like, to ask, like, what is the primary reason for wanting the abortion?
Okay.
Because I think that matters. Like, is it because of rape? Is it because of economics? Is it because of pressure from your family or your friends? Is it, is it because it's going to throw a massive curveball into your life and you feel like it's going to change so much of your life and even the direction of your life? And so I think all of those, I think we just need to, like, determine the why behind it. And then begin to talk through that, so if it's economic, all right, what can we do to help with the economic side of it? If it's the pressure from family and friends, well, because you put it in the context of me as a pastor talking with someone, then I'm going to say, well, would it be okay if I talk to the family, whether that be parents, partner, whatever it may be, and let's talk about it. Hopefully, talk with them, and if you feel like you have a failed support system around you, can we be that support system for you as a church family? And I will say, I want to give a kind of a shout out to an organization called Love Life. They do an incredible job with the very thing I'm talking about, with helping individuals that have that are considering abortions get connected into local churches that will help walk them through this journey, or walk with them through this journey. So Love Life does amazing. You can look them up. They're based out of Charlotte, but they have Love Lives all over the country. And so, what services are available that we can find for an individual? If it's, again, the financial side, if it's the support side, we can provide the support. And then if it's the concern of, oh my goodness, there's no way I can care for a child, whether that be because of economic reasons, season of life reasons, your age, whatever it is, right? Okay, well, what can we look into adoption? All right. And then, honestly, I would say if you're looking at having an abortion, look up videos of what happens to that embryo and fetus during an abortion.
Okay.
Because, watch that. See what an abortion actually entails. Because I think that in of itself is highly educational, of going, oh my gosh, they're not just giving me some...
Educational?
Yeah.
Like, we'll show you how to do it yourself?
No, like educational as in this is actually what transpires medically during an abortion. And it's pretty horrific. I mean, you're talking about the dismembering of a child or the chemically burning up of a child. I mean, it's pretty horrific. So, be aware that that's what's going to happen. I think so many go into it unaware. They think if I'll just, it'll be a simple kind of painless procedure, but it's not, because it's a procedure, it's a surgery. And I think that the effects of that afterward, physically, emotionally, mentally, oftentimes is understated by those that are offering the services of abortion. That they're not being fully upfront with what's going to actually transpire and happen. But then most importantly for me again is...
Wait, how is that legal?
What's that?
Not telling people what's going to happen during a surgery.
Man, yeah, it should be. You should be forced to do it. But most Planned Parenthood services will not show that, they've done these. You've probably seen these documentaries and stuff where they've gone into Planned Parenthoods and said, well, can at least,
Yeah.
Someone's, oh, can you at least show me what's going to happen? And they'll say no, because the reality of it is very different than what they want to convey it to be. And then I think most importantly, it's a human life that we're talking about. It's not just the mother's life. It's the mother's life and the child's life, the unborn child's life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the reality is, like, so if I'm talking to someone pastorally, I'm going, let's consider the human life element here that's at play. Like, that the human life element matters, that it's more than just I think we kind of phrase it, well, it's just more than an embryo. It looks more than just like, what did you use?
A seahorse.
Yeah, a seahorse. Like, it looks different. Like, and I can remember, like, we have 3 kids. So I remember the first time seeing ultrasounds of, like, our first 2 was really, early on in the pregnancy. And, and you're just kind of like, oh, it's like a little bean or a little, like, there's just not much there. Right. And then I remember with our third one, by the time Melanie realized she was pregnant, by the time we went to the doctor and did an ultrasound and everything, she was already past the first trimester.
Oh.
So we were like 13 weeks, I think, pregnant already. And we're looking at the ultrasound thing. We're going, oh my God, that's a baby, like, compared to, like, our first 2 where it was like within the first month, there's just not much to see there at all.
Guess I got to quit smoking.
Yeah. And then thank God that wasn't an issue for us. Yeah. So, but for our youngest, again, at 13 weeks, we sat there and were like, wow, that's a baby. And I mean, that's only at 13 weeks, and so I think that, again, I think people just need to be more informed.
Okay.
So, but again,
so go watch videos of abortions.
I mean, yeah. And realize that it's a human life.
I do it all the time, every day. That's all I watch.
That's very disturbing. And you and I are going to have conversations after this. So.